I was teaching a group of students recently, and someone told me to break it down into 5 things for them that they needed to be able to arrive at greatness or their goals. Now, there are many factors, there are many sub factors. One of the pillars or one of the areas that you can look into that contains 5 things that could help you is this. And I said, number one, your intellect. Now, many people want to be great, but not many people develop their thinking more than their knowledge base. For you to arrive at greatness, for you to become significant in anything, in any way, whether or not you are in business, in government, in ministry, whatever field you are, you need to be knowledgeable. And you need to know how the knowledge is applied to different aspects of life. You need to broaden your mind, broaden your thinking, broaden application to life's experiences and engagements. Very necessary. The second thing I said to them is negotiation. You have to be able to understand how to negotiate at different tables. I'm going to make an entirely different video for that, because I found that many times people do not understand the tables they're sitting on. Either do they have the table manners or the tables. So when you sit before kings, how do you react? When you sit before peers, how do you negotiate? Can you tell when an opportunity is open to you? Can you tell when a door is closing? All of these things are very, very important. So understanding how to engage with tables is very important in your journey of greatness. Now, one of the third things you need to know is your will, your conviction. All of these things are important. Many people get great visions, who get inspired, but not all inspiration leads to greatness. Not all inspiration leads to manifested visions. The difference between the two is the will of the man. You can have inspiration and a great idea, but if you do not have the willpower to execute it and to be resilient about its execution, it may never become a profitable venture in the future. So you need to develop your strength of resilience and your ability to remain within the momentum of conviction. This is part of how you become great. Now, the fourth thing I said, emotions. Managing your emotions, being a person of empathy and sympathy, understanding how not to get derailed by what you feel. So you are not denying your feelings, but you are able to use understanding to be able to distill between an emotion that should lead you down a path or an emotion that will come and go. You have to know the difference between the two. So very, very important not to get derailed by your feelings, but to know how to be steadfast on a path that is set in front of you. Now, the fifth and the last thing is imagination. Very important. In any field of life, you have to be able to see, not just see the initial vision, but to be able to see the entire scope of the vision. So there is a stable vision of this is where I want to be, this is where I'm going, and this is where I am. But there is an advancing vision which is ever changing in seasons and time to be able to get you to the long-term vision. So you need to be able to place yourself within effective imagination. You have to place yourself within visionary imagination, because not all kinds of imagination leads you to greatness. So there is the imagination of weakness, smallness, brokenness that would eventually break you and waste your resources. But there is effective imagination that enables you to think yourself into big spaces and think yourself into grand thoughts and even advances your vocabulary. So engage your imagination for the place you want to be and the person you want to be. These are just 5 factors that can help you at arriving at